Imagine when you don't have a singer in the studio and you write a song and you think, I wish I could just type those words, right, on my keyboard and then have the voice of Michael Jackson sing that. There are a lot of new things that are coming up, like, I don't know if you've heard of something called Splice, for example. When you make music, you have sounds, right? If you make music in your computer, of course you play live instruments, which you record, you know, in your Logic or Pro Tools or whatever, but also you can program instruments. You can program, like, you know, a bass sound, so you have like cool synths, drum sounds if you make hip-hop or whatever, you know, you use like sounds. So you can obviously make them yourself or use stock sounds or whatever, but a lot of the time producers, I think it's great when you can sample sounds or when you have like sounds that already sounds like really good and well compressed, and that kind of sort of speeds up the creative process, you know, when you don't want to think too much. I mean, some people are really into sound design, so if that's what you're into, just by all means make your own sound. But if you want to like be super reactive and you want sounds that are really sounding good already, there are things like Splice. So Splice, you go online and you subscribe, and it's like Netflix but for sounds. So it's like super cool. So you can download like a bunch of like kicks or snares or sample packs or like guitar loops and stuff like that. If you're like,
is it allowed to use that in actual recording?
Yeah, it's all
what about the royalties?
Free.
It's
royalty free.
Royalty free.
So they're like sample packs. So that's something that, you know, if you don't know about it, check it out. If you're a producer or if you're a songwriter, like you write top lines, but you don't have anybody making tracks for you, you know, and you don't necessarily play an instrument, but you sing and you want to like do some melodies and you want to record yourself or whatever, you can download like guitar loops or like chords or things like that, loops like that, and you can arrange them, and that might inspire you to write a cool song that you can then upload on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's how cool it is. And like nowadays, you can do that with technology. You can make your own song in your house, start your YouTube channel, put it out there, and just put content out. And people will react to it all they want, you know, but at least you give them a chance to, and you give yourself a chance to have the music being heard. So that's really cool. With my friends, we used to like dream this up. And it's like, imagine when you don't have a singer in the studio and you write a song and you think, I wish I could just type those words, right, on my keyboard and then have the voice of Michael Jackson sing that. You can do that. These Korean guys have developed like this plugin, which I've kind of, you know, it's not great yet, but you can type words and sentences, and the robot, the AI, whatever, it will sing it back to you. I mean, like, that's pretty crazy. So, I mean, some people say that it kills kind of like the musician and the creativity, but, you know, I agree and I disagree to a certain extent. I mean, you know, great musicians, that's never gonna go away. You always need someone to play, you know, great guitar, the real feel, you know, it's always gonna be here. But it also opens your brain to being creative in different ways, you know. Technology is moving so fast, and we have to. I was very reluctant, but we have to adapt, and like, so I would suggest looking into as much of that as possible and just being open to it, because it's moving, whether we want it or whether we like it or not. So, and that will definitely trigger new ways of creating music and hearing music, and, you know, it's good for experimentation.